Welcome to Surprisingly OK. I'm Tom, and I've got to go and find something to talk about. So back in the days before the Super EverDrive, we had this. It was called the Super Wildcard. Now what this allowed you to do was back up a cartridge that you definitely owned. It was used for piracy, to a floppy disk, otherwise known as the save icon. I'll just show you how to plug this in before it gets stuffed into one of the cubes over there. The Super Wildcard just plugs into the top of the Super Nintendo, and then you put your cartridge into the top of the Super Wildcard. You also need a floppy disk. Floppy. So now it's all plugged in, let's pirate back up a game. You go to the icon on the far right and go to Data Transfer and Cassette to Disk. Then name it what you want, insert a floppy disk, and it will now copy over while sounding like a faulty fax machine. And then it's done. Because this game is quite large, it is split into two parts, so some games might need multiple discs, but once it is loaded into the unit, it plays like a regular cartridge. Well, I guess I won't be needing this anymore. Now using it for its intended purpose is fun and everything, but how about we make a copy of Metroid 2 using the Super Game Boy? And it didn't work. No matter, I'm sure you can still play the games off the cartridges without any issues. So let's take a look at the Game Boy camera. After making it past what I can only assume was a serial killer dressed as Mario, I should probably just take a look at the camera itself. How charmingly awful. I thought I'd also take a look at what pictures were already on the cartridge. But after being greeted by another screen to keep me awake at night, I thought I'd take a look at something else. I moved on to Donkey Kong Land, which immediately crashed. When I did finally get it working, I was greeted by a grumpy Donkey Kong, which really set the theme for what I was about to experience. Moving on. I realised that the issues with the speed and audio was probably going to be with every game, but I'm clearly a glutton for punishment and decided to try The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. It made terrible sounds and crashed. I tried again, but it made terrible sounds and then crashed on the title screen. I tried a few more times after this, but never got it past this point, so I moved on to Pokemon Blue. It took a painfully long time to load, but once it did, it had the Pokemon border. Worth it. After making the signature dreadful sounds, and almost blinding me, it then crashed at the title screen. So I thought I'd try my luck at a Game Boy launch title, being Super Mario Land. This one actually seemed okay. But after Mario hit a block and almost immediately suffered a concussion and never moved again, I feared the same horrifying fate and decided to call it a day. As great as the Super Wildcard was, I don't see many people using these much anymore, especially considering how much people are asking for these now. I'll definitely keep this one around to take another look at in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and you can follow me on Instagram up there. Join me next time and I'll be taking a look at a console which tried to rip off 3 generations of Nintendo.